kitties, welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can see and tell by the title, I am doing a set of nails on my other hand. You guys, I've been rocking to design hands lately. It's fun and it's better for me to create my videos, and today's video takes a different tone. I will leave links in the description box for items I've used. However, I'm just going to talk more so in this video. So if this is not something you want to hear or listen to, or don't, whatever your feelings are about this, then I would suggest you click off now, and that's fine. But so this is a video that everyone else who's here, who's left, who stayed, so thank you. I appreciate you. Sorry, you're gonna hear stuff in the background. I'm by the window in my living room, and I live right off a highway in my area. Anyway, so thank you guys who have stuck to watch this video. And I'm not really gonna be focusing on the nails. I'm going to be talking about the Black Lives Matter movement and my opinions and thoughts and feelings about it. So those of you who don't know, I am black, okay? I am a black woman who lives in America, and this movement is very real for me, and I need all my YouTubers, all my subscribers to know this and understand this. This is real to me, and it's real because I live it. There are many people who don't understand it. There are many people who don't agree with it. And because America is the country that it is, you have a right to your feelings and thoughts and opinions, as do I. And no one can take away my experiences because they're real. As a black person in this country, we have, or I will speak for myself, I have a very real fear. And I have a fear that other races may not, or probably most likely do not have. My fear is that myself, my mother, my child, my significant other who's a black man, his kids, my brother, my father, may leave one day to go to work or school, grocery store, running, at the gym, and they may not make it back home. And not because the world is insane and bad things happen. That is true. And I'm sure that's a fear that all races have. No one is promised tomorrow. No one is promised their next breath. But as a black person, that fear is twofold, because there's a very strong possibility that we may not come back home because someone decided that we were black and in the wrong area, at the wrong place, or at the wrong time. And it hurts, guys. And I need people to, if anything, tap into your humanity and understand that. It is a real struggle. And the reality is, no one will really understand the history behind it because, and this is a straight fact, Black history is not properly taught. There's so much that I learned on my own through self-education, through reading and researching about my history, that my country's educational system did not teach. And that is scary. That is scary because we don't want to continue to do that. Because the only way, well, I won't say the only way, but one of the ways to let go of or rid of ignorance, besides God, is to educate ourselves. I've been educating my children, my daughter, my boyfriend's children, my boyfriend himself, my brother, my mom, on Black history. And let me check my verbiage. It's not just Black history. This is American history. From 1612, when the first 20 slaves were brought here, it became American history. Recognize that, and I really sincerely hope that you recognize this. I am not anti-white people. No, I'm not. Like I said before in other videos, my mother did not raise me to hate. I grew up with my mother, my grandparents. We weren't taught to hate anyone. We weren't. We were taught to recognize hatred. We were taught to understand there are differences. We were taught to work harder, be better, be as great of a human being as you can. But we weren't taught to hate. So I don't hate anyone. What I can do is I can call someone out, though, when they are doing something that's blatantly ignorant. And I'm asking all my supporters who look like me and who don't look like me to please do the same. We are humans. We hurt the same. We cry the same. We feel the same pains. We have the same worries. Our blood is just as red as yours. And I'm not anti-American either. I respect my country. But I need for my country to respect me back. And that's all we are asking for. The true Black Lives Matter movement protesters, that is what we're asking for. That's it. So I felt the need to just use my platform. And I've used my Instagram platform for the same message, and my personal Instagram for the same message, and my Facebook for the same message. I work another job. I don't just do nails. And we formed a whole group within my company. And we had like a TED Talk for the company, and it was very emotional, and it was great. It was great because it opened up the eyes of some of my colleagues who do not look like me, who are of another race. And my CEO of my company, I'm not going to mention my company because it's not about them, and I don't want to use, I don't want to bring that up, but we're a pretty well-known company in the healthcare field. I'll say that. But the CEO of my company, after the TED Talk, gave a 5-minute speech, and he was shocked. And he said so. He's a white man. He's about in his 50s, maybe mid to late 50s. And he said, in the 12 years of schooling, just from elementary school to high school, I was never taught this history, this American history. He said, during this TED Talk, during the slides, during the history lesson, during the presentation, he said, I took notes because I can't believe how much I did not know. And I consider myself an educated person, and it baffles me that I didn't know this. And I respected him for his honesty. I respected him for listening and taking it in. And I appreciated it. My company has formulated a donation process to some organizations. And I implore you guys to do the same. Do some research. Find some organizations that you can donate to, if you can. And if you can't donate, you feel like you don't have the funds to do so, that is fine. What I will ask of you then is what I said earlier, is as a human being, when you see something going on, when you can clearly see something's being done purely because of race, because let's be honest, we can tell, okay? I'm asking you to step up and speak up, please. You don't have to march and protest. That's fine. You don't have to donate hundreds or thousands of dollars to an organization. That is also fine. But even just that simple thing, that when you see something going on, speak up. Find out what's happening. Make sure that person who may be receiving an unfair shake understands that you see what's happening. You're here for what you're here. You will have their back if necessary. If you need to call someone, if you need to record it and put it out there, whatever it is, do it, please. That's all I'm asking. I'm not going to go through my individual experiences. I have had some run-ins with some hateful people myself. I have had some less than ideal experiences with police officers. And I'm not going to go into those details because we've seen it already. We're seeing everything that Black people go through on our Facebook, on our social media, on our YouTubes, on our Instagrams, on our Twitter. You're seeing it. I'm just here to say it is real. Please, guys, it's real. I'm asking that everyone respect my resolve. I will not tolerate any negative comments. You have a right to have your opinions, and that's perfectly fine, but I'm not going to tolerate negative comments on my channel at all. I stick by that rule. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. But I respect your opinion. I will respect your resolve because I am a human being and I was taught right. Okay? So, yeah, that's it. That's all, guys. This video was pretty simple. I did a set of nails using what's called Pan-African colors. Black representing the people, green representing the land, red representing the blood that was shed, and gold representing, well, gold. And yeah, I did some ombreing. I did some solid black nails. I used, I showed you what I used, but I don't recall the name right now because, you know, I'm in a different headspace. But I will try to leave those links in the description box for you if anyone's interested in the colors that I used. So yeah, thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you so much for, if you're still here, thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you, and I honestly hope and pray that everyone took no offense to what I said, and that everyone strives to just be good people, better people, that we evolve. That's all I want. And yeah, everyone stay safe, stay blessed, and thanks for watching.
Sorry, I'm looking at my, hold on, I like the big thing.